Hello children, welcome to aimsindia's online classes. This is biology session. You're watching Forest Our Life Part 3. Children, forest gives us many things. We get many products from the forest, such as honey, and many herbs which are used as medicines, and the timber, and so many valuable things we get from the forest. Not only that, forest, as we have studied, a thick forest, a good forest, if the forest area covered in a particular place will determines the natural vegetation and the amount of rainfall, the climatic conditions, and it maintains ecological balance, the ratio of plants and animals, and so many food chains we studied in the last class. The food chains, the interdependence of plants and animals, the exchange of food between different organisms. Okay, so that's why we need to protect the forest, to conserve the forests, and also we need to increase the number of forests in our country. Okay, so let us continue the more facts about the forests and their importance we are going to study. What is our lesson name? Forest Our Life. Okay, our life depends on the forests. Let us proceed with the activity number 3. Professor Ahmed asked the children to pick up leaves from the forest floor and observe them on hand lengths. So they found tiny mushrooms over decaying leaves. Okay, you know, these fungi or mushrooms, they grow on dead and decaying organic matter. So the leaves will dry out. They are composed by the growth of these fungi, bacteria, and other microorganisms. They also saw an army of tiny ants, and millipedes, ants and beetles. So very tiny insects. Okay, and next they were wondering how these organisms. Professor Ahmed is that apart from these animals which are easily seen, there are several organisms and microorganisms that live. Okay, so it's all our life lesson also we have studied. What is that? The topsoil, the humus, which provides the living conditions, which maintains the living conditions, the required oxygen, the optimum temperature, warmth, and the moisture. All these living conditions will the growth of these microbes and time create. I wondered that mushroom Professor Ahmed replied that they feed upon the dead plant and animal tissues and convert them into a dark colored substance which is called a humus. Okay, a dark colored decomposing substance present on the upper layer of the soil or forest. It is called humus. So in humus, the topmost layer, uppermost layer, what is its importance to the soil. So what the humus do? The humus will retains the moisture of the soil, minerals and nutrients to the growth of the plants, isn't it? Because it is a rich manure. Okay, natural manure is nothing but the humus is a natural manure. Organisms which convert the dead plants, they are decomposers. Can you give examples, children? Decomposers. Bacteria, yes, fungi. These two are the main decomposers. Along with them, earthworms. Earthworms are also present beneath the soil. You might have observed some ball-like soft soil balls come out. Okay, they are nothing but worm castings. Worm castings are produced by these earthworms. They are rich in minerals. So these microbes play an important role. Soon, Pehle removed dead leaves and discovered under them a layer of humus forest floor. The nutrients of the dead plants and animals are released into the decompose the dead plant into humus. That humus is like soil, the floor of the forest, rich in nutrients which are required for the growth of the plant. So from there, these nutrients from the soil, again these nutrients absorbed by the root of the living plant. That's why you might have noticed in an agricultural field, a farmer will add some nutrients, isn't it? In the form of urea, in the form of some cow dung and buffalo dungs. Okay, these are all manures are added to the crop field. But in the forest, it is not like that. Naturally, the nature itself is preparing the minerals and the nutrients in the form of humus is up naturally to the forest plants. In the forest. Nobody remove that animal. Some of the scavengers. There is a slight difference between a decomposer and a scavenger. What is a scavenger? Scavenger means which cleans. Natural scavengers are there like crows, vultures, jackals, fox. These are the animals, wild animals. They eat away the dead animals, and the remaining skeleton and other parts will be decomposed by these decomposers. Okay, and they add those minerals. You know, bones and the skeleton consist of phosphorus, calcium, okay, and some other nutrients are added to the soil. Shaila asked. Taibu replied, the dead animals become food for crow, jackals and some insects, even ants also. Okay, in this way, the nutrients are cycled. Nutrients are cycled by this process. So, goes waste in the forest. Professor Ahmad that he had not explained why forests are called green lungs. Why forests are called green lungs? Very good question by interesting about the forest. Professor Ahmad explained that the plants release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. Okay, during the preparation of food material, the green plants release oxygen into the atmosphere. That's why the forests are called green lungs. Okay, so during the process of photosynthesis, what happened? The green plants they utilize the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water. Okay, chemical in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and release and produce the starch that is food for the plants. Along with starch, released into the atmosphere. It is the only source of oxygen in the atmosphere. Percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere in green plant. Okay, so this is the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So actually we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Means animals. What animals do? They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. But what plants do? Plants take in carbon dioxide and okay? That's why we need more plants to keep the earth green, clean and rich with plenty of air, plenty of oxygen. Okay? The plants help to provide oxygen for animals' respiration, and they also maintain the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. If the plants are not there, what happens? Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and the oxygen decrease. This results in the global warming. Okay, so in order to overcome the global warming, what we have to do? We have to plant more plants on this earth. Okay, we have to make the earth as a green planet. Okay, children, that's why the forests are called lungs, green lungs. The children saw clouds forming in the sky. Both learned about the water cycle. You also recall, children, water cycle. What is water cycle? The process by which the water is exchanged between the living and non-living environment is called water cycle. So the trees take in water from their roots and release water vapor into the air through evaporation. Okay, through the leaves. That process is called transpiration. Excess of water present in the plant is added to the atmosphere in the form of vapors. Okay. So if there were few trees, how will the water cycle be affected? Okay, we already know that the place where more forests are present, the rainfall is also more. Okay, the wealth of water and the greenery, they are interrelated. Okay, if there, the rainfall is very less. Rainwater is only the source of fresh water. It is only the livelihood. Okay, Taibu told that the forest is not just a home to plants and animals. Many people also live in the forest. So, forest is a habitat. It is a natural habitat for many living organisms. Some of them may belong to different tribes. It depends. They are called the children of the forest. Protect the forest. Depend on the forest for their livelihood. Okay. Taibu explained that these people depend mostly on the forests. The forest provides them food, shelter, water and medicines. They have traditional knowledge about many medicinal plants in the forest. While Boju was drinking water from a small, he saw some crossing the stream. Okay, you can see here. Here the Boju is drinking some water. Stream. They descend into the bushes. The dense bushes and the tall grass provide animals with the food and shelter. They also protect them from carnivores that live in the forest. Taibu then started looking closely at the forest. Soon he called and the children droppings of some animals and explained the difference between various types of droppings. Professor Ahmad informed them that the forest officers could recognize the presence of some animals in the forest by their droppings and footprints. It is very important information. Okay. So, Professor Ahmad informed them that the forest officers could recognize the presence of some animals in the forest by their droppings and the footprints. Okay. If any new animal appears in the forest, then they can identify them by looking into by doing the analysis of droppings and footprints. Boju called everyone and showed them a large decaying heap of animal droppings. Several beetles and grubs were feeding on the heap, and a bunch of seedlings was sprouting. Okay, so the droppings of the animals contain organic matter. Once again, it is decomposed and converted into the minerals by different organisms. Okay, like bacteria, fungi, these beetles and grubs. Okay, so these seedlings are of the herbs and shrubs. You can see here a sapling on a wall. Okay, the wall having some cracks there. So this peepal tree is sprouted and form a sapling. Okay, it develops into a tree. Animals also disperse the seeds of certain plants and help the forest to grow and regenerate. So here we are discussing the interdependence, how plants depending on animals, how animals depending on plants. Previously what we have studied, plants are producing oxygen, adding oxygen to the atmosphere. That oxygen is used in the process of respiration by all living organisms present on the earth, okay, including animals and human beings. So in the same manner, animals are also the whatever the droppings of these animals. Okay, these animals releasing the carbon dioxide, it is used by the plants, and the animals also help the plants in the dispersal of seeds, because we are not sowing the seeds in the forest, but certain birds and some animals, they carry these seeds, okay, and indirectly helping the plants. The decaying animal dung also provides nutrients to the seedlings. So here The animals are also helping the plants in providing nutrients, in dispersing the seeds. So after listening to this, the Boju noted in his notebook, by harboring greater variety of plants, the forest provides greater opportunities for food and habitat for the herbivores. Herbivores means the animals which feed on plants. Okay. So here see the rainwater drips from the trees and seeps into the ground, rain. Okay, the roots first, this is the water table, depends on the forest nearby, because the root system of the plants will help in retaining the moisture, the water. Okay, the root system helps the water to seep down in the ground. Next, the covered ground with materials acts like a sponge. Then the closed canopy, okay, the top of the trees, many layers of vegetation slow down the speed of a raindrop. You know very well, the raindrop, very high speed it is coming down, but these shelter formed by these the top of the trees will slow down the speed of the raindrop, and slowly that water will seep into the soil. So the plants during the process of transpiration and evaporation, they add the excess of water into the atmosphere, which will convert it into clouds. Okay, so what are the steps in the water cycle? Evaporation, condensation. These are the two, cyclic evaporation and condensation, and cooling finally will form the rains. Okay, larger number of herbivores means increased the availability of food for the variety of carnivores. So food chain, more plants they are producers, then more consumers. Okay, if more herbivores are there, automatically more carnivores will develop. Okay, so they depend on each other. I hope you understood, children. Read the textbook. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.